Okay guys, so today we're going to be looking at expanding and simplifying expressions, right? So we did this last class, and when we did it last class, we only had one bracket to expand and simplify. So in today's class, we are going to be looking at some questions that have two or more brackets to simplify and expand, right? So we're going to start with this question here. So this question reads 2, and we have in brackets 3x plus 1, close brackets, plus 4 by x plus 6. So like the other examples we did, first thing we're going to do is expand the brackets, right? So I'm going to start by expanding this bracket here. So like we did last class, it will be 2 multiplied by 3x. 2 times 3x will give me 6x. And then take the 2 and multiply by the 1. 2 by 1 is 2. Then we expand this bracket. So we get 4 times x is 4x. And then we have 4 by 6 is 6 goes out 24, right? You don't really have to worry about the signs for this question too much because notice we didn't really have any negative. We didn't have any negative signs, right? So we're just to multiply. Now that we are finished, we are going to simplify this, all right? So I'm going to rearrange it. So I'm going to write everything that contains x together. So I have something with 6x here and I have something with 4x here. So 6x plus 4x. And then I'm going to write the numbers by themselves. Second. So I have 2 and I have 24. So I'm going to write that 2 and 24. Now I'm going to simplify, right? So 6x and 4x is 10x. And then I have 2 and I have 24. 2 and 24 is 26. So this is my final answer. So just to recap this question, again, same thing like the questions we did before, you expand the brackets, right? The only difference is that this one, instead of having only one bracket, it has two brackets, sorry. So we need to expand this as well as expand this, right? And then you group all the x's together, you group all the ordinary numbers together, and you simplify them. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next question. All right, so we have this question now. It's the same concept. The only difference is that we have some negatives in here. So we have like takeaway 1, we have minus 4, and we have this next minus, right? Now the steps are the same. The only thing is that you need to be mindful that when you're multiplying, sometimes these negative signs may cause certain signs to change, right? So you just need to bear that in mind. So we're going to go through this. So again, we need to expand the brackets, right? So we're going to do this one first. So it's 5 times 3x. 5 3s are 15x. Then we're taking this now, but we go in here. Notice there's a negative sign here. We need to be very mindful of that. So it's positive times a negative would give us a negative result. And 5 times 1 is 5. Now we do this bracket. Again, because we have a takeaway sign here, we need to be very mindful of that. We need to be very careful. So it's a negative, because this is negative. This comes like negative 4, right? So it's negative and positive. That will give you a negative result. And 4 by x is 4x. So we're going now down by the negative 6 that we have here. We're going to multiply as well. Negative multiplied by a negative is a positive, and 4 multiplied by 6 is 24. Right? So, like I said, it was the same steps as before. You just need to be a little extra careful when you're dealing with your negative signs, right? So now we're going to gather together all the terms that have x in it. So we have 15x and we have 4x. Now this is negative 4x, right? Because we have a negative sign in front of it. So negative 4x. Now we gather all the numbers that we have without x's. So we have this here and we have this here. So this is negative 5 and we have positive 20. Now we simplify it. So we have 15x take away 4x. 15 take away 4 is 11, so it's 11x's. Here now, we have negative 5 plus 24, because the signs are different, we take away. So 24 take away 5 is 19. And because the greater number has a positive sign, we use positive. So we get positive 19. Okay, and that's it. That's our answer. So just to recap this one as well, and the steps are the same as the first question. First thing, expand your brackets. Take your time. When there's negative signs, be very cautious because they may cause signs to change. And you take your time and you multiply, right? So you do that for both of them. Once you're finished with that step, you collect all the terms with x and write them together. You write all the terms without x together, and then you simplify to get your final answer. So this is your final answer. And that's it.